Welcome to a quick demo of Juno, creative engine for building interactive living digital experiences. So this is our new product for no code creative coding. We really do think the future of digital art and digital content is going to be alive, dynamic, living, evolving, and this is a specialized tool to get the job done. So creators of all types, designers, educators, gamers, artists can use this tool. Tons of use cases. I'm trying to keep this video under 5 minutes, so there's a lot to dive in here. Always feel free to follow up with us if you want a one-on-one live tour. We've got everything from the community side, where you can publish recipes and remix people's recipes with your own work and build on top of them, all the way to like the LLM. Jump right in, prompt something, get an output, and start to build on top of that. You know, I've got a few examples loaded up here. So in the spirit of saving time here and keeping this short, I've got these already copied to my clipboard. So I'm a photographer, so I want to create a piece. You know, this is an example here. I want to create a piece where I can actually touch the artwork with my mouse or my finger and have the piece fade between two artworks. So I'm going to prompt it with that, and then I'm going to upload the two images that I want to use. And so we're going to upload those to the chat, and once they're done uploading, I'm going to hit send. So that brings us to the workspace here. This is where the creativity happens. The left side is where you actually interact, whether it's through the LLM or through the code editor itself, which is a full rich code editor. And then the right side is the actual output where we can see here, there you go, made the piece that I asked for, where I have these two images that I'm now cross-blending with my mouse. And it explains what it did, why it did what it did. So I could get in here and I could start to prompt like, yeah, let's do that. Let's also add time interactivity and blah, blah, blah. Or let's add a fourth and fifth and sixth image to it. Now here's a really cool feature. If you want to share what you're building, we can do that in like a social media friendly way, because you can't share this to social media other than just a link. So what we've got down here is a whole slew of ways to share this. You could copy the link and share as an interactive link that people can come view only, experience the piece. You could screen record the canvas with a video functionality, so it'll record like 4-5 second video of you interacting with the piece, share that on Twitter or X. Same with the GIF, you can snapshot a PNG, or most importantly, you can download the HTML of this artwork. So it's a single file that contains all of the essence of your artwork, all the dynamic elements, your artwork, and then from there you can take that and you can mint it on your own smart contract. You could embed it on your website. You could use it as a dynamic ad. That's like a really quick rundown of that recipe. Let's make a few more live while we're here. So I'm going to jump back to my dashboard. That's where all my recipes are stored, and I can jump into any one of these at any time to continue creating. But let's go ahead and smash this button right here. Let's create a new recipe. This time we're going to do something generative, some generative art. So not dynamic art like we did in the first one. But so let's create a randomly deterministic generative art piece that is inspired by the structure of a tree. So include a lot of vibrant earthy colors. I'm going to go ahead and send that over to Juno and see what it comes back with. All right, and just like that, Juno did exactly what I asked, a randomly generative art piece that is inspired by the structure of a tree. Because I said randomly, every time I refresh this piece up here, it's going to create a different tree. Obviously, it's going off the canvas. There's a few things I might want to tweak, but that's why we have this interface. And so we could say something like, reduce the maximum possible height of the tree. And I can just prompt that and I can start building with Juno. So instead of using code, I'm using my words and I'm using my imagination and my creativity to build anything that creative coding can unlock. So just like that, it reduced the maximum height that my tree can be. So now the trees are mostly staying within frame. And what's really cool is it actually keeps a version history. So I can go back and look at the different versions that I've made, and I can jump back to any one of those and revert to that version. All right, so let's do another final recipe and make things just a little bit fun here. We're going to do a new one. And I'm going to just say something like, create a super fun and addicting game. I'm going to give it a lot of creative freedom and liberty. I'm not giving it parameters, what to create, how to create it, what the game is about. I'm just going to let it kind of come up with something, and let's see what it can deliver. All right, great. So let's see here. What game did it come up with? I whipped up a brand new game from scratch. Hope you like it. It called it Starcatcher. Your mission is to click or tap these twinkling stars before they zoom off the screen. I think I understand. As I click them, you can see the stars are exploding into dust and adding to my score. So you can build creative coding. With creative coding, you can build mini games, you can build educational apps. You can build interactive ads, dynamic art, generative art, animate your designs. Your imagination is the limit. This just allows any creator to use their spoken word, their typed word to build instead of code.